Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where we're back here at the Chessington World of Adventures Resort to bring you all a huge update on the world of Jumanji.
So this new area is going to be opening in 2023 and a lot has happened since the last time we was here.
Oh, it has. We've not been here since the end of the main theme park season at Chessington over Halloween, and obviously we've had that much going on, been really busy with our travels. We thought we've got to come in here today and come and see what they've done on this brand new themed area. Loads of updates, including all the track. Look at this just behind us.
So good.
Chessington's first inversion, you can see just there, and of course we'll get some nice zoom-in shots here and as many updates as we can do. Along with that, it's not just the roller coaster where a lot of work has been made, also the two flat rides have now started to be installed, and along with that some of the landscaping and theming around the area has also gone into place. Along with that, we now also know the names for the three attractions in the area.
Indeed.
Yeah, the coaster itself is going to be known as Mandrill Mayhem, which I think is a great name actually.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure it'll work on me.
I really like it because I was expecting it to be called something like Jumanji the Ride or something really kind of unimaginative. I like how it's called that, and also it means that when the IP does run out in the future, because let's face it, these IPs don't last forever, it does mean that it's a name that they can just keep with, isn't it? And that's the same with the two flat rides as well, as we'll talk about in this update. Now of course the park is open for Winter's Tale, access is quite limited, but we'll get as many updates as we can do and talk about the progress on this exciting new ride. And look at this, let's have a nice zoom in then over towards Mandrill Mayhem, and starting off of course with that signature element, the first inversion ever to be built in the history of Chessington World of Adventures. Look at that, a fantastic inline twist that'll actually go over the entrance into this new theme land. And the best thing is you'll go through it forwards first, and then also you'll come through backwards afterwards, because yeah, it's a shuttle coaster. There's also a second launch on this ride as well, which is round towards the back. We can't see it from this angle, however I'll try and get some shots of that. But yeah, there's a second launch on the ride to help propel it up into the huge helix that we'll see in just a moment. Now, as you mentioned just, both of the flat rides that are going to be inside World of Jumanji have now started to be installed. And yeah, we've also got names for these as well. So here's a look at Mamba Strike. And yeah, you can see the snake just there sticking up. I saw some photos of it last week and thought it didn't look great. However, in person, I actually think the details look a bit better on there. It just goes to show photos don't always do it justice. I've not seen it from this angle. So yeah, it's quite nice to see it up close. And yeah, it does look quite nice actually there. At first, I don't think it looked that detailed, but it does from here. And yeah, this is actually a Miami style ride, like a mini Miami, and you can see the workings for it just there. Zoom in a little bit there. This obviously looks to be the back of it just here. But yeah, what's really nice is how close it is to the B&M wing coaster itself just there as well, Mandrill Mayhem. And yeah, looking really good. Also at the back just there, we can see the other flat ride. Zoom in towards there for you. Hopefully we'll see it better from the other side. But yeah, this is Ostrich Stampede. And yeah, look at the theme in there. That looks really nice. On the seats just there, we can see it's actually got over the shoulder restraints as well. Yeah, really interesting looking at that. And that's a spinning ride where it's going to go up and down. But yeah, we should see that a bit better from the other side. Also from here, if we zoom in, look at all the landscaping that's gone into place. All these trees just here. Obviously none of that landscaping was in last time we were here. So like I say, it's a huge update. We've just been that busy, we've not had a chance to come down. And also with the ride offering for Winter's Tale, it's not exactly really attractive to come for the Christmas event, as we'll talk about in the next vlog here on the channel. Because obviously we're going to check out the Christmas event, or what there is here for Christmas this year anyway. But yeah, the station building, we can't see it massively from here. However, you can see the working on there today. And yeah, still adding some of the roof and finer details onto there as well. But yeah, that's about all we can see from this angle. I'll just give you another shot now, looking at the inline twist on Mandrill Mayhem. And there's another closer look there at the inversion, and I tell you what, looks fantastic with the green track colour, the brown supports. I am a big fan of the track colour. Like we said in previous videos, it's so nice to see something a bit brighter, and just seeing Merlin working with B&M again, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The one thing I'm still concerned about, as I've mentioned in previous updates, and I'll mention again because obviously we've not filmed an update for a while, is the throughput of the coaster. It will only run one train, and yeah, obviously it is a wing coaster, but yeah, I'm a bit concerned about how many it's going to get through an hour, but we'll see what happens when this opens next year. And there's another look over towards Ostrich Stampede there as well. You see some theming looks to be on the top there that's all wrapped up at the moment. Some nice details on the side. Looks very feathery. I really like the look of that. Fantastic. But yeah, it's going to be amazing to see this area open. A brand new B&M coaster here in the UK and at Chessington of all parks. Who'd have thought it? Fantastic. Right, we'll go and see what other angles we can get now. Looking at the world of Jumanji. Here we go then, so we just come round the corner up by the other entrance. Obviously this is closed during Winter's Tale. However, from here we get an amazing view looking out over World of Jumanji. Look at this from here, I've got to say, incredible. Like, this is a great ride to have at this park. And look at the inversion, like you're going to walk into the park from here now and see that inversion off to the right. Not forgetting you've got Dragon's Fury just here with the horseshoe element as well. It's just nice to see more coaster track here at this park, like after all this time. But yeah, I tell you what, this looks amazing. We've got so much to talk about and unwrap just here. So we'll go in sections. We'll start off just down here with another angle looking at the inline twist there. I've got to say, the inversion's a lot bigger and more spread out than what I was expecting. But then you think it is a B&M wing coaster, you know, and the trains are quite big on this. And talking of the trains, the fact it's called Mandrill Mayhem makes me think we're going to be seeing a large mandrill, maybe with his arms open, as the train design on this.
Yeah, like a monkey racing round.
Yeah, I think that's what they're probably going to do.
Quite cool to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it looks fantastic from here. And yeah, as we mentioned previously, the entrance to the area will be underneath that inversion. Now, it does look like from the plans there will only be the one entrance into the land as well. It doesn't look like there's going to be multiple paths running in there. It seems like it's going to be one way in, one way out, which I do like, actually. I think it'll make it more immersive inside the land. But yeah, let's just skip over to the flat ride just down there as well and have a little look here. We can see his face a bit more from this side. I think he looked better around the other side, actually. I think the face needs a bit more detailing just on there. But yeah, on Mamba. But yeah, it looks, you know, it looks all right, that does. But yeah, I just think a bit more detailing needed on there. Looks a little bit cheaper from the front, but you've got to think it is still a work in progress. And in fact, if I zoom back in again just there, looks like the top. Has something been chopped off there, or is something going to go through? Yeah, it looks like they're still working on that. So obviously, we're still quite a few months away from this opening. I'm sure there's more details to add on to there. Yeah, and on the top it looks like maybe, has it been dropped or something? Like
it's been cut.
Yeah, or it's like something's going to stick out of there, or maybe there's going to be some workings for an effect or something. I'm not too sure, but yeah, fantastic. Right, we'll pan over around this direction now. There's so much going on, loads to talk about. As we move just over here, let's talk about the Helix. And in fact, I think our best view of that is actually going to be from a little bit further back just here, because look at this. Christmassy with the music, yeah. Nice festive update, here we go. So yeah, let's zoom in over towards the Helix there. So like I say, this is a shuttle coaster with the station being in that direction. Yeah, you're actually going to go up a backwards spike, come forwards, through the inversion, round here, and then of course round the Helix and up to the top just there. And what I love is that it actually looks like the track has been broken away. It seems really weird seeing B&M track like that, to be honest. It gives me Expedition Everest vibes. Now I know that's not a B&M, that's a Vekoma roller coaster, but it really gives me them vibes because obviously the track's all been broken up by the Yeti. Here it's like that's been done by the Jaguar Shrine just over there as well. I think that looks fantastic. What might have made it even better is if the Jaguar Shrine had had like a big arm coming out and like he was pulling on the track. But yeah, I tell you what, that looks fantastic. And obviously that's the maximum height of the coaster Mandrill Mayhem there as well. Worth pointing out, it has got some brakes just on there as well. We don't know if the train will actually stop there in a show scene or if it'll come straight back once it loses its momentum. We still don't know, and obviously we're not going to know until we actually see some testing taking place on this. But still, that is really interesting. I tell you what though, what a big ride for this park. Let's carry on having a bit of a look round and see what else we can see. And here's another view looking at the Helix and just further round towards the entrance. Yeah, it looks fantastic from here as well. It's quite steep, isn't it? Obviously you can see how the track straightens up just there as well. A little bit further away then now, and here's a look over towards the station building. That's the one thing that at the moment I'm not too sure about, because yeah, as much as all the roof panels have got some different colours to them, so it is themed, I wish there was a little bit more detail on there, because yeah, it looks very plain and basic at the moment. However, you have got to think it's still early days yet. There's a good few months to go until this new themed area is going to be opening. And also, as much as access is limited, we can still get a view down here towards that second little booster launch. In fact, you can just see it through there. There's a look at the LSM sections for that as we look through. So yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit further around the other side. However, access is limited to just weekends when Go Ape is open, and that's when you can get around the other side just there. But yeah, I tell you what, it is looking absolutely fantastic and great to see all this progress made on World of Jumanji here at Chessington, opening in 2023. Here's a closer look then at Ostrich Stampede, one of the 2 flat rides located within the area. And yeah, this is right at the top of the site. And I've got to say, it looks really impressive, especially with the Jaguar Shrine there just behind it. We believe that riders will spin round, bounce up and down, possibly go backwards as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what that will be like within the new themed area. Always good to see new flat rides opening up though, especially within a new area like this. They could have just done the coaster and then added the flats at a later date, but no, they've gone full in with this, and I really do appreciate that. It'll really help with the park's capacity. As we move into this next image, the first thing you'll notice is something on the left hand side, and yeah, that appears to be a truck that is tipped over on its side. Looks like it's going to be some sort of shop or unit, and yeah, that is there as part of the theming in the area. Now, of course, the track almost is complete, however, it isn't fully complete yet, because we know that the vertical spike that's going to be backwards out of the station is yet to be installed. Now, this will be going into place imminently, I'd imagine. Probably the reason why this hasn't gone into place yet is because of access into the site, I would say. It's going to be located to the right of that image, and yeah, just to the left of the large upward helix. So yeah, that's the only piece of track now that hasn't been installed yet for Mandrill Mayhem. And as we move into this final image just here, obviously you get an overview of the site. Obviously that spike what I'm talking about is going to be on the left of that picture, and obviously that'll be the first piece of track you actually head into on the ride when you launch backwards out of the station, up the spike, before passing back through the station and into the rest of the layout. But you can also notice how a lot of the landscaping started to go in, the central area as well, all starting to come together there as well for the area. And yeah, I think it's really looking fantastic. I can't wait to see it when it's finished next year. And like I say, it's fantastic just to see such a huge investment finally coming to Chessington. Here's another look at that track section at the end of the helix, and here you can see just how straight the piece of track just is there. And then of course the twisted sections there on the top as well, something completely different. And yeah, B&M's first ever shuttle coaster. I love it, brilliant. Back round the other side then now, and just before we wrap up this construction vlog, here's another look at that inversion. And also as well, obviously I didn't realise at first from this angle, but we saw it more around the other side. Yeah, there's a look at that truck that's been tipped over as part of the theming just there. Yeah, you can see all the tyres on there, and yeah, that's the actual truck itself, which is basically a big shipping container just off to the side. Fantastic, what a huge update, loads going on here at Chessington, and I tell you what, I'm really excited for this new area to open in 2023. Well, with loads more of the track going into place, the 2 flat rides, some of the theming, the landscaping, loads going on here at Chessington, and it's been fantastic to get back here after a couple of months and give you all an update on what's going on with the world of Jumanji.
I think the area looks fantastic, and I can't wait to step inside there.
Yeah, the track colour for Mandrill Mayhem, I do really like it. And I like the name, I think it rolls off the tongue nice and easy. And like I say, they've kind of future-proofed that as well for when the IP does run out at some point in the future. But yeah, I think it looks great. Everything that we're seeing from it, I really like the look of. Other than the station, I think I need some more detail.
The station needs work.
Yeah, hopefully that is going to happen. You've got to think there's still a few months to go. You can't fully review something until we see the finished product. You know, it's still just a construction site at the moment. But there's lots that have happened, and they certainly seem to be making good progress, I think.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job.
Especially, you know, with the cold weather that we had as well.
I know, we had some really cold weather.
Yeah, lots of snow as well a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know if that put them back much or not, but it doesn't seem so. I think because we've not been here for so long, since the end of the season, there's been so much going on to see. Would have been nice to have got round the other side, but like I say, access is limited just to the weekends when Go Ape's open, when you can get the views round the back of the helix. But yeah, it's been great giving you all an update, talking about it, the names of course, and yeah, it's really nice to see more permanent flat rides coming in. We need some of this love up at Alton Towers, you know.
Really do.
Like the fact they're getting some permanent themed flat rides in here, great to see. And they replaced Ramesses Revenge with Croc Drop as well. You know, all these flats to keep bringing in, the 2 for this year they put in. like honestly, like we need some more flat love back up at Alton
We
Towers.
really
Like, that's
do.
what we need. But good to see all this happening at Chessington. And when this area opens, it's 3 more additional rides to the park's capacity that they didn't have
Really
before.
gonna help.
It certainly is. As much as the coaster, I don't think it's going to do a massive amount an hour, maybe around 500 an hour, something like that, from some of my calculations, which isn't great. However, it's more than they had before, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But thanks for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide for another update. We'll be back here with a vlog from their Christmas event, Winter's Tale. And let's just say there's not that much going on, but we'll be checking it out in the vlog and seeing exactly what it is like. But thank you very much for joining us. And that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. We'll see you all in the next vlog.